Good morning, this is Deb, and let me walk you through our wiki for this module. Module 4, we're halfway done almost. And if you don't mind, I'd love for you to do the midpoint survey for me. It is just a few questions that lets me know what you like, what works for you in class, what you'd like to see more of, what you might want less of. I have to admit, it's a 5-hour course, so we really need to keep the rigor up, so to speak. So let's look at this one right here. This is where you're going to design and run a heart rate experiment. You're going to work in small groups of 2 or 3. When you figure out who's in your group, you're going to email me your group, and I'm going to make a wiki just for your group. So you can have this working document online that you all participate in, and then I can see and interact with you all. Kind of like I do in the classroom, so works good for me. It's a regulation of the human heart. It's going to have 4 parts. You're going to actually design it and then run the experiment at home. You can just use yourself as a subject, but it's also better if you've got some more friends or family that are willing to participate and are healthy if you're doing an exercise one, and then you'll have more data to talk about. So, don't have a partner? Click on here, and that'll take you to the discussion board and find yourself a partner. Once you found your partner, email me and I'll set up a wiki just for you. You can get to the wikis from this point, click on that, and you're in the wikis. Or you can click on apps, scroll down, and here are wikis. All right, so I see 2 groups, and this may not be your section. So I have 2 groups already set up, and then I have an example one here. This is the one you're going to look at. I'd encourage you to study carefully every single section, every single part, because I have filled it out as this pretty much as if Deb and Rob were doing this, and it'll help you to see an example. Oops, I went back the wrong way, but let me see here. Let me get back to my assignments. Module 4. And here we are. That's the folder for this, if I talk to you about that. All right, so we can go to our wikis. The due dates are going to cover 3 modules. So part 1 and part 2 are all that's due this first module. And then you have to wait for input from me and approval after you design your experiment before you run it. So don't go ahead and run anything before you've heard from me. Email me when you really think you have things set up and ready to roll. And then I'll go and look at it. All right, part 1 has 2 handouts. You want to click both of these and open them. One, I've already done it. Let's see, part 1, research and brainstorming. Just a second here. Okay, so here's the first handout. I see I changed my partners in my example just yesterday, actually. And so what you want to do are answer these questions. This one's not as important to open as the measuring pulse. Here's the one that's going to walk you through how to measure pulse accurately with a video and everything. You're really going to want to do it as precise as possible, because that's your real numbers data you're going to gather on this. So there are those 2 handouts. And so let's see, I'm ready to go to my wiki. Let me scroll back up here. Let me walk through part 1 of the assignment. All right, you'll see when you have your wikis, you've got 4 pages. You do not make a new wiki page. All you're ever going to do is this little gray box, edit wiki content. So let me look down here. I would click on that, and now it's something I can edit. I encourage you, or I asked you to, put your name in a certain color of text at the top here. That's what this is about. That way I know Deb did all the red part, and when she puts things in, or I did, it's in red font. Rob does all the blue parts, has done all the blue parts. So I can kind of at a glance see what everybody's done. Those are a couple of examples. How do you do that? Well, let's highlight, let's say, that you may increase a heart rate. Let's say I think exercise. Oops, let me get down there. Will increase my heart rate, but I want to make sure that looks like I did it. So I go up here to the T, click on the color, and that should have done it. Yes, it did.